Welcome to Venice! It was founded to avoid the barbarians. There were people that wanted to leave the mainlands of Italy to escape deadly barbarian tribes at the fall of the Roman Empire. People found refuge here in Venice since they would be protected by the many lagoons here. The main settlement actually came in about 450 AD, but it was officially put on the map and founded in 697 AD. So that's just a little history.
About to walk around Venice. This is our first day here.
So right now we are walking through an alleyway in Venice. Venice is a very famous city with lots of canals. It's really beautiful. I bet you've all heard about it before. Today we're just gonna be touring and walking around Venice. Oh darn, I can't go this way. I don't think we can go this way. Let's go back. So anyway, Venice is a very amazing place and we can see many great things. For example, there's bridges, there's canals, there's lots of amazing water here. Just check it out.
This is our first meal in Venice.
The Doge's palace was the center of Venetian royalty. It was probably one of the coolest things we saw in Venice. It was finished in 1424 for the second time. That's because the first version burned down in the 10th century fire.
We are in Doge's Venetian palace in Venice. This was the palace for the city government and the Venetians for centuries, and it's one of the most popular places to go in Venice.
Here's a harpsichord from 400 years ago. This is a famous staircase with lots of 24-karat gold on its ceiling. The Bridge of Sighs was basically just a bridge where if you were a prisoner, it would be your last glimpse of the world. You would walk across the bridge from the palace to the prison, and then you would look out and you'd sigh, and you'd be like, okay, that's my last glimpse of the world until I go in jail. And it's really famous now. That is the reason why the Bridge of Sighs is named the Bridge of Sighs. Wouldn't want to be in here for 10 years.
Going to the prison. Come on, let's go to the prison. You're a bad Venetian. No more robbing, no more stealing for you. I'm gonna put you in this cell. Just go in the cell. Go in that cell. You're staying there for 50 years until you rot.
Biennale in Italian means every other year, which is exactly what the Biennale Art Festival is. The Biennale is an art exhibition that was first held in 1895. I would suggest looking it up. Again, it's Biennale.
robot behind me is a machine that is trying to collect all the ink up, but I think it's kind of useless because it's not really doing anything. It's kind of messing everything up while it's trying to clean up the ink. The programmers taught it 32 moves.
This was an exhibit just for Venice that we got to go to, and it was just for 2019, but it's really cool. It's like a walking on water thing.
I can almost feel it under me.
This ship is pretty crazy. We don't know exactly what it is, but it's the weirdest ship we've ever seen. There's some kind of worker, I think, climbing up the mast.
So we just found out about the cruise ship. I think it's called like Cruise Yacht A. It's a private line. It was built in Germany, but it's from the Bahamas. I think it's really cool because they have these like pop-out decks.
So today, we're gonna be walking around the quieter areas of Venice. For example, we're gonna head to the Jewish quarters.
Venice on a day like today is it's not really crowded at all.
So we found these really cute dogs in a shop, and we thought that they're actually breathing, but they actually are just living off batteries, so it's a pretty good idea, but also pretty funny. Right here is a Venice Fire Department boat.
So although this isn't the Leaning Tower of Pisa, it does look like it's the Leaning Tower of Venice. We're in a much quieter part of Venice where there aren't as many tourists.
So right now we are on the train and we are headed for Rome, but Rome, that's a story for another time. We're gonna have a new YouTube video on that. Please stay tuned with On the Road with LJ because we're gonna have some new cool stuff coming. But again, Rome, that's gonna be next YouTube video. So stay tuned with On the Road with LJ if you wanna hear that. Please like the video and smack that subscribe button. Give it a big thumbs up. And also, everyone have a nice time and stay tuned with On the Road with LJ.